Alberto showing off his game here. It's his game Goat Punks. Alberto, what can you tell me about your game?
It's a simple game, like it's about goats, mountains. It's a king of the hill type of game where you just have to get to the top and stay there for 30 seconds. And once you're up there, you have to like throw down bombs and all kinds of like fire and lightning and stuff.
Now, about a little bit about yourself as well. We were talking a little bit about how I guess you were living in the mountains for a year and a half making this game.
Well, before all of this happened, like I was an animator, like for movies and stuff like that for about 10 years. And then I kind of like, you're always making something for someone else. And I really wanted to make something for my own. And so I thought I might give gaming a go. So I started cracking out at it and like putting something like a mock-up together, and then eventually it started growing and growing. I haven't really slept in like a year and a half. When you get so addicted to like a project like that, you just keep going, and it just fuels you.
What sort of game is Party Golf?
So Party Golf is a 2D golf game for people that don't actually enjoy golf. So we started with this game that we really like on mobile called Desert Golfing. And we found it was a lot of fun, but it was only single player. And we also like a lot of couch competitive play. So we sort of started with, what if golf could be multiplayer, but also fun? We have hundreds of settings that can be set per player. You can set it so it's fully random every single time. You can set it so that basically anything you want, anything you find fun, you can do it. From a technical standpoint, it's kind of challenging to make sure everything meshes. As I said, we've got trillions of combinations, and actually making sure they all work and are playable and not entirely broken is kind of difficult. Some of the bigger challenges are actually from a marketing perspective. As an indie company, we all have full-time jobs doing other things. This isn't actually our primary thing. So we are all part of at the University of Tasmania, we actually are researchers, and that is our full-time job, and we just do this in our spare time. For us, finance, time, and actually getting it to market have been the biggest challenges.
Okay, so Armed with Wings is a 2D action hack and slash platformer. It's kind of like if you got Smash Bros and Limbo and just squished them together and injected steroids into it.
How did the game come about?
Okay, so Armed with Wings is a series that I've been working on since 2008, and I've released maybe 3 or 4 Flash games. And so when I went to do this Steam game, I thought maybe I'd do a collection, and I'd get the first 3 in the series and put them into one. They came about just with I was fiddling around on the Wacom tablet in Flash, making some animations, and I created the silhouette character and created a walk cycle and then an attack, and then I thought I could make a little platformer, and that was how the first game came around, and that style has just informed each sequel after that.
So you sort of learned as you went along?
Learned as I went along, and just naturally increment and expand the art style.
Is there any kind of general advice, I suppose, that you would like to give to young and up-and-coming students maybe, or anyone who's in the creative industries?
At the beginning of a project, it's always hard, but it's never always that. Like you just have to hit a peak, and once you get past that peak, it becomes so easy. You kind of exponentially increase, grow, and and I think people just need to know that that peak, that point in which to push through.
It's basically start with what you can do and don't expect to have something that's perfect. If you always want something that starts off being perfect, you'll never get there.
I would say just create, constantly create, and don't worry too much about being very formal in the way you approach your business and all that. I would say if you're getting started, just make things and just treat it as a hobby, but treat it as a hobby that you're passionate and really actively working on your skills.